Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good day today and staying nice and warm. Today for math, we're going to look at a problem that you're going to add four numbers together to try to get to the answer to see if there's enough seats in a theater. So we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's look at this problem on the board. And I know you don't have your math journals at home, or you probably don't. So let's just do it together on the screen, and please watch and try to participate at home. Get those number grids out and you can help me with it. So it says Leah has 3 pencils, Thomas has 6 pencils, Nate has 7 pencils. How many pencils do they have in all? I'm going to stop right there because so far I have a clue word that I just read that tells me that what I'm going to do for this problem. So that clue word in all, remember that tells us we're going to do what? Yeah, we're going to add, aren't we? So the next thing I need to do is circle those numbers, and I'm going to add all of those together. It says solve the problem using any strategy, and then it says share your strategy with your partner, but you're not going to because you're at home today. So we're going to look at these problems, these numbers. So I have 3, 6, and 7. And just like our game that we played yesterday with the basketball, you're going to look for friendly numbers. So if I add 3 and 6 together, that doesn't equal 10. If I add 3 and 7 together, that equals 10, doesn't it? So I can do 3 plus 7 equals 10. There's one of my number models, but now I have to have another number model. So what number I have left? I've already done 3. I've already done 7. So I'm going to have to add 10 plus, and then the other number that's left is 6. So 10 plus 6. 10, use the number grids if you need to. 10 plus 6 more is 16. So they have 16 pencils for this. Okay, so we're looking at ways that we can add those numbers together to make it easier for us because it's more than 2 numbers we are adding together. And I'm going to erase this and then we will move on. So we're going to solve a problem that has more than 2 add-ins. And so add-ins are just like 2 plus 3 or 6 plus 4. Okay, we're going to use the most efficient strategy for you. I'm going to show you 2, but you may have one that you like better, like your number grid, but it's probably better to do one of the 2 options I show you today because it helps you get to the answer and make sure it's a correct answer too. Okay, so here's the problem that we're going to be doing. It says that a theater has 100 seats. 4 schools are sending children to a puppet show at the theater. So far I know that a theater has 100 seats and that 4 schools are going. So nothing is important. The next part though, the first school will send 32 children. So that's how much one of the school has coming. So I'm going to circle that. The second will send 12. The third will send 48. And the fourth will send 17. So those are all really important numbers because we want to know, are there enough seats in the theater for all the children? So if we're wanting to know if all of those numbers together is 100 or less, because we know that the theater has 100 seats. So if we want to know for all of the children, this is going to be an addition problem. We're going to add all of these numbers together to see if it's less than 100. Okay, and I'm going to show you 2. I'm going to start by using partial sums to add those numbers together to find the answer. So I'll start with 32. I'm going to write that down on my paper. Plus 12 plus 48 plus 17. Okay, and then just like we did yesterday, just like we do in class, we're going to draw a line to separate the 10s and the 1s. And then we're going to add the 10s first. Add your 10s, add your 1s, add your partial sums. So 10s first, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And then add on a 0 because that's our 10s place. Now I'm going to do my 1s. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. So look at how I line that up. The 9 goes in the 1's place and the 1 goes in the 10's place. Now I have to add down and add backwards. So 0 plus 9 is 9. And then 9 plus 1 is 10. That's going to go in front of that blue line. It's very small down there. You probably can't see it on your screens. Okay, so the answer for this is 109, but I'm going to show you one more way first before I do the second part. So the other thing you can do is draw base 10 blocks for each of these numbers. So you would draw 3 longs and 2 cubes for 32. You would draw 1 long and 2 cubes for 12. You would draw 4 longs and 8 cubes for 48, and 1 long and 17 cubes for 17. All right, what I can do next to make my adding a little bit easier is look at my ones and see if I can do any exchanges. So we know that 10 cubes equals a long. So I'm going to count out 10 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I counted, try to be as neat as I can. All of these equals a long. So I'm going to add a long somewhere over here, so that works for me. And then I'm going to count to see if I can make another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I was super close, but I only have 9, so I can't make another long. So now I'm going to count up my tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then count my ones. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. So we know the answer is 109. Good thing both of these gave us the answer of 109. So we're right. The next thing we have to do is answer this question right here. Are there enough seats in the theater for all children? Remember, there are 100 seats. And if there are 109 kids going, that means that some of them are going to be standing because there are not enough seats. So the answer here would be no. Okay, so I was able to add those 4 numbers by either using partial sums or using base 10 blocks for this one. All right, friends, this is going to be on Pear Deck when you click next on Canvas after you finish watching this video. And this is the same problem. So you're going to either pick doing partial sums if you like that better, or you can do base 10 blocks, whatever you think is going to help you get to the right answer. Just try your best on this. We know this is big numbers and it's a lot of numbers to be adding. So again, please just try your best on it. Do not use a calculator though. Okay. So this still says that the theater has 100 seats. So you're just going to know that for the question at the end. Your job is to add the next numbers together. So the first school will send 21 children. The second will send 13. The third will send 42. And the fourth will send 19. So you're going to do 21 plus 13 plus 42 plus 19 using partial sums or base 10 blocks. And then once you get your answer, remember on the line, you're going to answer, are there enough seats in the theater for all the children? If your answer is less than 100, then there are enough seats. If your answer is more than 100, then like I just showed you, there are not enough seats. All right, good job today, guys. Keep working hard.